In the recent trailer for God of War Ragnarok, we saw a giant wolf that itself could play a key role in the final events of this expected sequel. Before we start the video, make sure you subscribe the channel and please like the video to support me. After long waits, Sony announced the release date of the God of War 2018 sequel. God of War Ragnarok will make its way to the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 on November 9, 2022. Fans who had been waiting for the newest show of the popular game for a long time finally managed to get a brief and passing look at newest Maid of Santa Monica, in addition to being informed of the game's launch time. Although the game's recent show is from CGI, there were still plenty of interesting items in this trailer. One of the points in the recent Ragnarok trailer that left both fans of the franchise and enthusiasts of Norse mythology confused was the huge wolf shown at the end of the trailer. Although the name and identity of this wolf have not been officially identified, it is most likely the giant beast is Fenrir, a predator that removes Tyr's hand in battle and was also a short presence in the film Thor Ragnarok. According to Norse mythology, Fenrir is actually the son of Loki and Angerboda, both descendants of giants. But in the God of War world, Loki is actually the son of Kratos, Atreus, so how this character has a child named Fenrir is a question we have to wait until the game is released. It should be noted that if the Fenrir in the world of God of War is indeed Loki's child, this is not the first time we have seen one of his children in the game, because earlier in God of War 2018, we witnessed another of Loki's children, World Serpent, a huge snake that, according to mythology, will play a key role in the Ragnarok incident. On the other hand, in one of the temples Jotnar, the name of another of Loki's children, Hel, is also mentioned, although the character was not represented in the game. It is unclear how the creators will use Loki's children in the continuation of the game, but it is clear that Santa Monica has its own adaptation of Norse mythology, so we have to wait until the game is released and the story nodes open. It should be noted that Fenrir's motivation and goals in the game are far more important than his origin. According to mythology, Fenrir is a creature raised by the gods in Norse mythology, yet they have warned of the dangerous and unreliable nature of this great wolf. Fenrir's hostile actions are not limited to cutting off the hand of the Tyr. According to prophecy, he is the one who destroys Odin and devours the sun during Ragnarok. Does this automatically make Fenrir a potential ally of Kratos and Atreus, all on the same front to overthrow the Norse gods? Having a common enemy can cause us not to view the Fenrir as a boss fight in God of War Ragnarok game. Let's not forget that World Serpent was also a potential danger to Kratos and Atreus at the beginning of the previous version, but having a common enemy led him to help Kratos achieve his goal. On the other hand, in part of the trailer, Kratos tells Atreus after encountering the Fenrir that you are no longer alone. This could indicate that the Fenrir will have a friendly stance towards Kratos and Atreus. Although after facing the Fenrir, Kratos and Atreus may fight to convince him, the game does not seem to be trying to make the Fenrir a different creature than it is in Norse mythology. Fenrir is a predatory, gigantic wolf considered Odin's bloody enemy, and Santa Monica is not likely to limit his role to a boss fight sequence. A more realistic scenario is that Kratos, Atreus and Fenrir put aside differences and step up against Odin. Whether the Fenrir will kill Odin at the end of Ragnarok is a matter we have to wait until the game is released to know. The game's creators have already announced that the story of Norse mythology, with Ragnarok, is set to end, after which franchise God of War will take a different path, as a result of which the key beads of the Ragnarok incident are present in this version and each of them plays their part, a reasonable decision.